Hey Ion, hi Belgium. I said I might be streaming, if I stream. And the reason why is because there was a lot of stuff going on. So that's why I'm doing it later. How could you? I know, how could I, right? How could I? Just joking. Yeah, I know you're joking. I remember what I was doing. Think we need to go here. Nice surprise. Okay. I am a very notorious liar. I said that I was gonna play Hollow Knight last Saturday and I didn't. I'm such a liar. Very much. Totally didn't acknowledge and apologize and then promise a double stream tomorrow. A double length stream tomorrow. Nope. Nope. Absolutely. I am a notorious liar. 100%. I agree with you. Listen, man, I am not the creator of Placenta Nights. I may have started the joke with placentas, but I did not create the joke with the Placenta Nights. I think that was hacks. Nope, to Soma, not you. Oh. Yikes, dude. That's really weird. Oh, that's good. How the fu- oh. I will discuss it with Hack. Yeah, good idea. Okay, how can I still not... this bonfire thing is way too stingy. Alright. Yeah, that's not my thing to discuss. We aren't going to be getting that for a while, so it doesn't really matter. It's an asshole. She took my charger. Aw, that's an oof for me, dude. That's a big oof. Alright, so we're done with the main two bosses of the first DLC. Now we need to work on the side one. Oh, in Trails of the Cold Sky, that game I just recently put on hiatus, that weeb game, I mean, there's a character called Elliot Craig, which Hack and Paltrim and I have like a meme for, I guess. So Paltrim went to Gmod and made something called the Elliot Craig's Wink Shack. It's fucking weird. I don't question it. I don't question what my viewers do. Probably should, but I don't. And Hack. Yeah, I know. Wait, why is there 3 signs here? Ruined Elphus. Fatimsa. Why are you putting your sign here, Fatimsa? What do you look like? Are you a hexer? You're probably a hexer. Download in Discord when I'm finished. Okay. I mean, I'm not really... Hack is the center of some meme culture. Dude, he like watches anything I play. It's genuinely surprising on my end. I think he's... Yeah, no, he was also my first viewer. So, well, I say first viewer. I've had a plethora of like viewers before him, but he's my first in this recent influx of viewers, which are the ones that are very commonly joining my streams. I really doubted how good the spear was. Oh god. 10 minutes even ally, even friendly events which are kind of complicated. Find him on the Hollow Knight stream sometimes. Yeah, that's understandable. He seems to be very in tune with Hollow Knight, same as you. Ten out of 10. I actually posted a video recently in the Discord about Hollow Knight. I like that video. It was also about how, Typhon not quoting. Oh. Not as big as a Halo guy as I used to be. I didn't swear that much. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, where's the... I see you. Wait, is that... No, that's one of the crawling enemies. I finished reach on legendary. That's cool. Took you a long time then. I need to find the other dudes that, there you are. Yeah, alright, so a little thing about me is that before I play, so in my day, I used to play a lot of platformers, so when shooters became popular, I played a bunch of shooters like Gears of War and Halo and whatnot, Call of Duty, you know, that like... I think a lot of people went through one of those phases at least once. Not everyone though, just most people, I guess. And eventually, I think around when I was 16 or 17, I played, or 18, I don't remember. I played Bravely Default, and that was the first RPG I played, and that was a lot of fun. I grinded the shit out of that game. I didn't beat it. Actually, I still haven't beaten it. I got really close though. And then every now and then I come back to play it and get a bit further because I don't want to rush through it and waste my time. Then I got a Vita and I bought Persona 4 Golden. That to this day is probably one of the most special games to me because it was the game that opened my eyes to play games that aren't just mindless action and shooters. It's why I play games like Metroidvanias and shit. It's not even a Metroidvania itself, it's a game that actually makes me like look into other games. Because of how I thought I would not like it and then I ended up liking it in the end. I was like, oh, this is just a fucking school simulator with some battles and stuff. Yeah, I mean it was, but like, it was really good. And it was so good that I played through it again. Which, by the way, Persona games are known for being at least 100 to 120 hours on your first playthrough. So yeah, I spent a lot of time playing that game. And then I played a bunch of other games, including other Persona and SMT games, the sub-series, or the main series that Persona is a spin-off to. And I got into other games like Castlevania games, and I found Hollow Knight through it. You know, it's just I found a lot of stuff from it, and I feel like I've matured as a person because of it, and I'm so glad, you know? I guys are these Terraria sub. Oh god, Minecraft Spatial News. Anything but Supergiant. Oh, I can't get into any of the Supergiant games. I've only played Transistor. I don't know. like the combat is cool, but it also feels really weird to me. I don't know how to put it. I've never played Bastion. I have Bastion. I actually recently installed it because I think I might play it at some point. But yeah. And the gameplay of Pyre does not look fun. It looks very, very like boring. I'm sure the story and stuff is, yeah. I'm sure like the story and the characters of Pyre is amazing, but the gameplay itself, this does not look fun to me. So I kind of sticked away from Pyre, even though I get so many recommendations to play it. Bastion, yeah, it seems like fun. From what I've seen, it looks pretty good. Is this your least favorite? Yeah. Is Pyre your favorite, or is Bastion your favorite? Found its gameplay really good. That's good, man. All power to you. On this, I've only watched it. What the fuck? I thought he was dead! What? What the fuck? I thought he was dead! Resistance controls are clunky and not fun. I don't know, a part of me liked the comment, but part of me didn't. I guess it was just that it was so confusing and it felt a bit spammy, but I like the whole tactical aspect of it. It's hard to describe. I'll have to play it one day, because I want to play through it. I just don't want to force myself to. So I'm not sure if I'll end up liking it. Second, I'm gonna get hacked. Okay. And Bastion just looks like an asymmetric shooter. I shoot her lightly, I guess. It looks like it has more than just shooting, obviously. The narrator thing, I see a lot of people like saying it's really good. It doesn't really sound that special to me, to be honest. Not really a bad thing, but not like, oh my god, this is the special thing about Bastion, is it that narrator? I don't know, this never really said to me as a game, like a awe-inspiring feature. His voice is great. I'm sure it is. But you know whose voice is also great? The voice of the narrator in Darkest Dungeon. And I like that game a lot. I just can't play it for long periods of time because it's quite grindy. With almost seemingly little purpose. Someone's voice. Okay, don't want me in those same voices. I have a whistle list, but I hate it. Okay? I'd probably tolerate my voice a lot more if I didn't have that. If you don't know what a whistle lisp is, it's when you make an S and it makes this really horrible, like, whistling sound. You probably can't hear it with the mic, but believe me, if you heard me IRL, it sounds really fucking bad. That would have learned to control it? I don't know. I don't know, man. Demonstrate? That's like the type of sound that happens every time I try to city skylines. Prodigious size alone has no intrinsic value unless you consider inordinate insanitation to be a virtue. What is that from? That sounds familiar. Or did you just come up with that so you can hear me say a bunch of S's and C's and stuff? Yeah, it's kind of there. I try to hide it, and sometimes it works, but you know. If I didn't have that, it would be... I would be more and more tolerant of my voice. It only sucks because I do sing, and that translates into my singing voice a little bit. And when it does, it's just the most frustrating thing ever. I just stop for a few minutes. When I hear it, I'm just like, this is so bad. Insanguation. and sanguination. Okay. Dark. Oh, from Darkest Dungeon? Okay, that might be why I've heard of it then. Whoa, 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 whoa! Do not let that hit me! No! It means bleeding. Insanguination. Oh, now I actually got it. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce it earlier. If I can remember my damn... Oh. That's gonna be a yikes for me, dog. Boy. Alright, so yeah, it was one of the worst design bosses in this game. You're gonna get a bit of a demonstration why I say that. This is just a triple gang fight, you know. Don't worry about it. So, the first goal of this fight is to kill the archer ASAP. Oh, I do a lot of damage. Ooh. But they, in retrospect, also do as much. Alright. God damn, that was just a running jump. That was just a sprinting jump attack. Yo, can you like stop running and then doing a jump attack? It's genuinely like intimidating to me. Oh fuck. Let's see here. What can we switch to? Ah, this. Why aren't one of these guys down here? Also, is he running at normal speed in this water? Oh, no, 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 no. Just got poised for days. Okay. Thank God. Fucking hate that boss with a passion. You just get a bunch of upgrade shit for it. Wait, I didn't even post you from my I am haunted. Remember the angel in the arms of a song, silk song. Oh. At least for this, we get one of the best masks in the game. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Ow. I did it! Flower skirt. Oh wait, no, this isn't the right one, is it? Valkyrie bomb. Is this the right one? I don't... Wait, flower skirt. Why do I remember there being a better item in here? I did it. Overwhelming. Oh, I guess this is the thought alone. I don't know. I guess we'll wear it. Is why not? Wait. Oh. Doesn't this lead to Dark Greatsword? I think it does. Yep. Imagine that as a dildo. Yikes, dude. Alright, well, first DLC is now officially done. Hey Michael, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to stream. So we got 5 more bosses. Yes, 5 more bosses. My female friend, who I am not in a relationship with, will cringe if she watches. Why? This is the most beautiful thing she'll ever see. I'm pretty good, thank you for asking. I need more publicity, damn it. No, I was joking. I don't really care. That's right, I forgot you don't get a soul item from them. I got a lot of Twinkling Titanite though. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go grab a spear really quick. Watching me play. It's tempting. Start a new character. Dude, I say go for it. If you ever wanted to play, you can always hit me up and I'll try to find some time to play with you. I am not against it at all. Believe me. I started a new character to play with my friend in Dark Souls Remastered last night, so... Because he never beat Dark Souls 1. I am absolutely happy to help. I'm just gonna parry open. Ouch. Hey Hack, how's it going, buddy? Sorry, I didn't notice you earlier. Welcome to stream. I should forget to grab something while I was over here last time. We're just gonna finish and do that right now. I made a mistake! The moment I saw that other dude, I was like, yeah, this is fine. Then the moment I saw the one behind him, I was like, oh, this is not good. I fucked up. Oh well. You can't trust the malicious intent of this game sometimes. Sometimes you have to, yeah. They really did, yeah. pretty much. This is fine. Yeah. Okay. You're dead. How much damage do you guys take to this? Oh, almost one-shotting. That's pretty good. Overall. Also, where to find the rapier is very... You can buy it from the blacksmith in Majula. It's that simple. Okay, I thought something was trying to run up behind me. Yeah. If you're playing as a strength character and don't really plan to use the rapier, but you want to use something heavy besides just the mace, double cestus is good. If you play as the warrior class, the one with the broken straight sword as its weapon, you can actually immediately power stance to cestus, which makes early game almost a joke as well. Not as much as the rapier, but pretty good nonetheless. And we're... the nigga smith? Lol. No. Yeah, that's where the blacksmith, you can get it from him. And if you wanted to use cestus, then you get it from Melentia, the hag lady. You can immediately power stance them, which is awesome. Very useful too. He doesn't have the pass hack is gonna kill you. Lol. Imagine getting triggered by a word not even used in a derogatory context. Nah, you're too nice. Yeah, dude. Not like I'm calling someone that. That's a different story. Hey. Alright, so two things. One, yes, yeah, last stream was intended to try and be the last, but there was two reasons why. One, I was on the 4-hour mark, which really isn't too much because I have streamed for 8 hours before. So that's not really much of a minus. But the second thing was that the audio kept cutting out so fucking much that it pissed me off, which rarely ever happens. Like, pissing me off is really rare. So it got to the point where I just said, yeah, let's just continue this later or tomorrow. Paltram, he meant last stream on Dark Souls 2. Because I did say that pretty much last stream at the very beginning. Or at least I intended that it would be the last, but, you know, audio issues kept annoying me and I didn't want to kept complaining for, like, more than 4 hours, you know? I think I'm better than that, to be honest. Kinda, not really, it kinda depends. See, one of the main issues with this game, so there's two very common complaints that everyone will talk about, and I can agree with both of them. One is the adaptability stat, which if you want to get to Dark Souls 1 level rolls, just put up to 24 or 25. If you get 99 agility, then you have Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 iframes. So that's just a way to circumvent it. The second one, the most important one in my opinion, is soul memory. It's good for PvE, and it's good against twinking, kind of. Not in Scholar, though. But for PvP as a whole, it's garbage. It just ruins the entire experience. While this game has the best PvP, in my opinion, of all Souls games, it unfortunately comes at that as a price. At least the arenas work, and they're based off of soul level. So that's a yay. No, that's I kind of wish that was a thing. Password matchmaking. I sorely missed something like that. Well, okay, there is kind of password matchmaking. Let me show you what I mean. Soul memory is divided into tiers. What tiers are and how exactly they work is very, very confusing. I usually know them mostly by heart, but there's this ring called a name engraved ring, which is this game's version of a password. You choose between, I think, like 10 different gods, which are basically quote-unquote servers to connect to other people with. And using said ring also increases the range of your soul memory, so you can get connected to more people. It's basically what you need to get in order to play co-op. Is it the worst idea for a Souls game? Shoot it. There's probably already been worse. Like I heard someone talk about an idea that it's like an RTS game, Battle Royale. It's funny that you mentioned that. There are actually mini games in Dark Souls 3 for that. I'm not even joking, and it looks kind of cool. Like, I don't really care much about Battle Royale as much as a lot of people do these days. But the idea of that is kind of cool. Yeah. It could work, too. You can do mini games for it right now. People do that already with Dark Souls 3. It's really cool. Just clear all the enemies in the Irithyll. In Irithyll. And then put items literally everywhere and like make them randomized and shit. And just have people run around and kill each other with that. It's actually really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Idea of turn-based content, but at the end it animates the whole fight scene. Why not just have real-time turn-based combat then? Like, you choose, or if you choose fast enough, then you'll attack before the opponent, but if you don't choose fast enough, then they'll attack you first. Something like that. There are a couple of games that are like that. Chrono Trigger is probably one of the best examples, and a lot of the later Final Fantasy games, I think, as well. I think. Besides 15, and 14. And 13, question mark? Basically any of them from 6 onwards. Or was it 5 onwards? I don't remember. Wow, okay. That's pretty good damage. Alright, time to finish the 3rd DLC, because we're really close. Bad idea, turn-based combat, but you only have 1 HP. Oh, Jesus. Actually, if you put in some like evasive mechanics, you could probably make that work. You know why? There's a game called Titan Souls that uses 1 HP as essential mechanic, and it's really cool. It's not a game that's my style personally, but nevertheless, it's still a really good game from what I hear. Super hot. That also works. That style. Where was I gonna run to? There's two spots I can run to. I'm gonna go from here. Pokemon, but it animates a fight scene at the end, like the ones in the X and Y anime. I actually haven't seen the X and Y anime. I haven't seen any anime for Pokemon besides, like, I think a little bit of the one with Dawn. And I think the original 90s anime up to the 2000s movie, and after that I kind of stopped. We're just gonna run through everything here, because we don't really need to worry for a little while. We're currently working on getting 2 nights. And then we can fight the final boss. Actually, I just realized I may have made a mistake. Survived somehow. Okay. Note to self. Kill enemies. Run because that one's behind me. It's a flower skirt. I'm just wearing it because it looks silly. Not for any intrinsic other reason. I mean, if you want me to take it off, I'll take my skirt off. All I actually need are these gauntlets. Bad idea, a tank with 1 HP. Yeah. I can't really justify that, being completely honest with you. Yeah, no, that's the point. It's supposed to look ridiculous. I'm not even using this thing for its stats. It's supposed to look really stupid. Oh boy. Guys, you like the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie? I think this is what the redesign will end up looking like. You haven't seen why I said that. You gonna go fast? There you go, he's gonna go fast. Why are my arrows just straight up missing? That's really weird. Psst. It's free real estate. Post-sonic speed disorder. Okay, we're... It seems that our new jokes are just contrived of making new ways of saying PTSD. There's a second one around here. Oh, there you were. I'm sorry. Can you fucking not? Okay, you know what? Oh yeah, by the way, they can hurt you while you're attacking them. Big stock image of a hedgehog. Insert kids screaming about Sonic. Where will you learn? Where will you learn that your actions have consequences? Wait, you can summon Seltzer Lewitt here? I've never seen him before. That's new. Okay. This is a nightmare. This guy's kind of annoying. I'm currently building up an army to fight up the next boss, the final one of this third DLC. Then we move on to the second DLC, which is my personal favorite. Because he's gonna have his own army, and that army can close down portals that summons more enemies during the boss fight. Fucking hedgehogs. You'll see what I mean if you keep on watching. I'm trying to not explicitly rush through it, but also not take my sweet ass time either. Ow. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Have I fought Sir Alon yet? Nope. I might try to fight him no damage. Keyboard is might. We'll see. We'll see. If I feel like I can get to and from Sir Alon pretty easily, then I'll consider no damage. But until I can see how well that will work, I won't try it. I completely forgot you exist. Hi there. He's second DLC. Third one is Ludenzalen, the King's Pets, Ava the King's Pet, and Old Ivory King. A bow? No, dude. Bows are amazing in all Souls games, in their own ways. In this game, it's OP because poison affects almost every enemy. No, far from it. I'd argue that this game's bows are the best bows, because of two reasons. One, poison affects almost every enemy in the entire game, excluding bosses. And two, this, for some reason, exists. Don't ask me why that exists, but it does. It also does pretty good damage. This game is confusing. I think you can also do that with a crossbow. If I'm not mistaken. Actually, do I have a crossbow? I'll need to test it out. No. You can do it with a shield, though. Oh wait, you need to put it in your right hand. What the hell am I doing? I think you could do that in all Souls games, but I'm not too sure. I don't really test these smaller things out like that. Alright, so I grabbed the bonfire for a reason. We're gonna meet... Interesting one. Dark Souls 3, you rarely see them. They're not really a PvP weapon. They're more of a PvE weapon. And even then, it really depends on your build. Yeah, so this guy is actually an enemy. And he's gonna try to backstab us. Fuck off. He's the most annoying part of this entire DLC. Bastard. Oh, that guy? Yeah, he's the worst. I love him, but I also hate him too. Oh. No, what he's gonna do is that I'm gonna walk up to here, and I'm gonna pull this lever, and as soon as I pull it, he's gonna backstab and one-shot me. Then he's gonna emote on my body. Or he's gonna gesture on my body. And if he doesn't kill me, or I don't kill him fast enough, he's gonna run down here towards the covetous demon that's on the floor, and it's actually gonna be a difficult fight. Yeah, he's gonna one-shot backstab you. Because by the time that you're in that animation, you won't be able to roll out of it like other animations, because you're like almost done pulling the lever. And by that time, he's just gonna one-shot you. And if he doesn't, he'll just run down and hide everywhere. He also throws urns to break your equipment. So, very fun. Very engaging, very fun. I enjoy every second of it. You're behind. Okay, cool, cool. Hey, Jabba the Hutt. Alright, it's dead. Ivory Warrior Ring's pretty good. You do more damage against shields. Stamina damage against shields when people are blocking with them. Why is he programmed? Probably piss off players. That's my guess. I mean, it works. People genuinely find him to be, like, triggering. I don't. I find it hilarious. Okay. I have a feeling that those fire arrows aren't working too well. Maybe just trying these arrows. Sonic is chronic speed. He does, it's a curse. Shortcut is shortcutty. Hey Michael. Welcome back. Okay, magic arrows don't really work too well. Maybe regular arrows will work better, I don't know. Nope. Excuse me, fire arrows seem to work better. With a slightly stale Krispy Kreme donut. Acute energy speed and flux disorder. That's a mouthful. Fuck, hold on a moment. Women, we want equal pay. Also, women do less work. Alright. Alright, alright, man. I'm not even gonna get into that shit, you know? Not my style. I think there isn't. There's another one. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, fuck. Hi. Uh-oh. Okay, he's dead. I looked away for a minute to eat my donut, then I see this conversation. Yeah, pretty much. That's just me right now, dude. That is just me right now. That's a beautiful angle of his face. Does he have a back attack? I forget. Yes, he does. Kind of. Get fucked. Yeah, all I can just say is yikes, and no comment. I'm not that topic. Let's see, dried root. I'm gonna pancake someone really hard. Also, quip. I should actually put on, or I should use repair powder. And maybe put on this? I don't know. Is this where I think it? This is not where I think it is. Okay, never mind then. We're actually gonna avoid those guys. Wow, that was kind of awkward. Hi, Hack. Welcome. We're hi, Ion. Welcome back. I'm sorry. I saw the red name, and I was like, I called you Hack because I thought you were Hack because the red, not the red name, the red icon. My mistake. Can you really? Are you serious? Are you fucking me right now? Game. Okay. You just have a merry old time with that. There. Good at aiming. I know, right? Apparently, according to the game, me hitting the head does not count. Those are OP, pretty much. Aw, fuck. Why am I using a greatsword again? I don't remember. That went so fast. Should have gone for the head. Pretty much. Pretty much. And part of me wants to try and parry them. And actually, I kind of want to now. I was too late. Can you parry them? I don't know. I think you can... No, that might not be. Maybe not? I don't know. That attack seems the most likely to be able to parry, but I don't know. I'll try it some other time. Let me just kill him. I don't want to spend all day doing this. You can backstab him, and I guess that's all that matters. What the fuck? I forget it's very, memory. Snaps and bug. I am inevitable. Hold on, I just went up on it. See, I know you can parry these guys. What? Wow, the blow of my attack was so strong it sent them head over heels. Head under heels, I mean. Oh, okay. Alright, that's one night. 2 more to go. Or 1 more to go. I mean, not 2 more. I already got 1 of them. Hey, you want to see me kill those 3 knights with 1 punch? I'm gonna kill them with all 1 parry. Alright. Technically 2 parries, but whatever. Yeah, see, all you need to do is just parry. Parry to win. Okay? Yeah, it is definitely a way to die. The 1 parry, man. Pretty much. 1 parry. Parries. Get more parries. Okay. Like how I just heard the summon sign. Oh wait, I know which one that is. I do. I just prefer saving them for parts before bosses, or if I have a very small amount of health lost. Like if it's a big chunk, I vastly prefer using Estus. Why are the corpses burnt? That snowball is on fire? No. Meanwhile, some dude with the Blossom Shield, Great Club, and Sirlon's armor. For me, they are the go-to healing. Yeah, no, they're overpowered in this game by a long shot. Like, they literally break the game. Just like the Rapier and Cestus and Maces do. But, I only really use them if I either run out of Estus, where I'm only missing a small amount of health. Unless it's earlier on, in which case I'll prefer to use them over normal Estus. Just because I have way less of it and I prefer using Estus for boss fights. I'm waiting too much for this. I want to be able to run faster. This is better. Let's actually take off the Blossom. That way we can actually run. Running the wrong way. Did you just say that you'll delete his kneecaps? How the fuck does one delete kneecaps? That's my question. Leave my kneecaps alone! I like how the roll goes delayed. What? I like how I did the backstab initiation attack, but it didn't. And it connected too, but it didn't give me a backstab. Because game design, I don't know. That way, now in case we die, we can open this. Ha. Okay. Gotta put on the hawk ring for that section over there. Ooh, see, I'm really tempted to do that. Oh, whatever, let's just put on the hawk ring. Kill those dogs. That's one. Two. I think the other ones are just down here. I think I actually hear them too. Let's see here. Do I keep this on? I don't know. I say we keep this on. There a dog nearby? There is a third dog. However, there are dogs that are over here as well. So there's actually going to be an invader over here, around this bridge, but we're actually going to try to avoid her. I think did she just invade you immediately? Don't remember. Which game? Not actually able to hit him? No, I probably am, I just can't see it. Which Souls game do you ask if it's balanced or not? I'm surprised it doesn't work. Huh. Three? Dark Souls 3's PvP is interesting, to say the least. Lol. Imagine if Hollow Knight had raids. That'd be interesting. Battle Royale. Dark Souls 3 is interesting though. It's kind of balanced, but I feel like it's just kind of boring at the same time. So, alright, so there's three... Alright, here's my opinion on all three Dark Souls games PvPs. Note to self though, or note that I have to explain though. Yeah, a bit of a context, I guess, is that I'm not really much of a PvP guy. I'm more of a PvP over PvE, PvE over PvE, instead of PvP over PvE. I don't despise PvP. I don't think it's a trash mechanic. I don't think it should have been in a Souls game, like some people that like PvE do. I think it has its place to an extent, and I think it's a nice little way to enhance the gameplay a little bit. But it's not my personal cup of tea, so I don't play it. However, that being said, Dark Souls 1 PvP is horrible. It's garbage. It's shit. It's filled with twinkers, people who use late game shit in invasions with lower level opponents, just to get a quick kill and to tease them with a fucking taunt, which is really stupid, but hey, I mean, it triggers people, so whatever. Twinking is my least favorite part of any Souls game. I hate twinking. This game tried to fix twinking, and I think it worked, but at the cost of something else, which I'll get to when I explain Dark Souls 2 PvP, which I'll explain last, because I think it's objectively the best. Also, this game not made by Miyazaki, so I guess it doesn't really count, but whatever. The game is really centered around poise, which makes it so you do not stagger when hit, and also backstabbing, or as people commonly refer to as poise stabbing. It's the most frustrating experience I've ever had to like go through with in any game. Twinking is when you take late game items, mid to late game items, and bring them to the early game as an invader to destroy your opponent easily. Like, say you fight the final boss and you get his sword, you bring his sword to the first area of the game as a low-level character, and you kill people with that sword. Not only are you spoiling things you can get for people, but you're also killing them and taunting them with it. It's kind of an asshole-ish thing to do. There are good twinks, ones that will come in and just have fun. Like, they'll bring, like, really bad shit, or things that they can't even use, even though they're, like, late-game shit, and they'll attempt to fight with it as a, like, way to get, like, a little laugh off. I like those twinks. I don't think those twinks shouldn't exist. But the ones that just become assholes about it, and think they're objectively better than you because they did that, it's just kind of fucked up, you know? I hate those people. Dark Souls 3 PvP is press R1 the game. Okay, that's slightly a joke, but it is very true for like 90% of the time. It's very... I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of boring. Dark Souls 3 was bad, but Dark Souls 1... or Dark Souls 1's PvP was bad, but Dark Souls 3's PvP is just boring. It's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not really great, amazing, whatever. It's just kind of boring. Kind of the same old stuff. At least they added some weapons that were actually really cool. Magic is borderline useless for the most part, which is fun, because in Dark Souls 1 kind of was useless still. In Dark Souls 2, it's actually very useful. Yeah. You know, you can call them Twinkies. People call them whatever. They just have to have the word twink in it. That actually might be a worse thing to call them. That's all the better. Yeah, it's not really horrible, but it's not really great. That's what I think personally. Dark Souls 2 is objectively the best, but it comes at a cost. Getting into an invasion, unlike Dark Souls 1 and 3 where they did level requirements, it's based off of soul memory, which you can easily just gimp in your own favor if you're smart enough with the game. And by smart enough, I mean not that smart, because it's not that hard to gimp it. So you basically get no invasions, which is kind of bad, considering this game has way more population than Dark Souls Remastered across all platforms on just PS4 alone, from what I remember. And I'm pretty sure most of that population is just PvE players or PvP players doing arenas. You can do arenas, but you can't do like PvP, like invasions, which is a huge shame, because people just aren't in your requirements. And instead of fixing it and making it so PvP is level based, they kept it soul memory based, which I just don't understand. I just don't. Alright, see you later, Paltrum. Have a good one. But the reason why I say it's objectively the best is because the build variety for different weapons and things you can use, like, if you wanted to go straight magic, you can do that in Dark Souls 2. Like, it actually does work. You can actually get away with it. You can spell cancel, so if you're casting a spell and you're in the middle of it, and you want to roll away because someone's advancing on you because they see a blind spot, you can roll out of it. You can tech with that. It's amazing. It's not backstab fishing the game. It's not pressing R1C when there's R2s and R1s and L1s and L2s. There's power stancing when you can dual wield two weapons. You can use a left-handed sword and a right-handed shield, unlike in other Souls games where you're pretty much limited to just right-hand weapons and left-handed shields and shit. It's just really good. You don't need rings and specific armor in order to make a spellcaster even viable. You can use basic bitch rings and actually still get by with good damage, unlike Dark Souls 3 and even Dark Souls 1 as well, though Dark Souls 1 is not really that big of an offender because it only has 2 ring slots, whereas Dark Souls 2 and 3 have 4. And then that's the weapon variety, and the build variety too. Yeah, adaptability is a shit stat and all, but at least it gives you like a ways, like if you want to be a dodge rolling character, then yeah, you want this stat. But if you want to be just a tank, you don't need to worry about this. You don't need to worry about dodge rolling. You can get by. Hell, you can do a lot of things, like you can infuse boss weapons and special weapons. Dark Souls 1 and 3, you can't do that. There are very few weapons where you can do that. Including with like self buffs, like the gold pine resin you see me putting on this spear, for example. If this game was Dark Souls 3, and this weapon was a Twinkling Titanite or Petrified Dragonbone, whatever that game's equivalent is, you couldn't infuse it. This is not possible, and I think that was always done. It gives you a lot of freedom. And it feels very weighted and ground heavy, and it's very fluent and it's very fun. I enjoy it personally. Anyways, minor two heavy complaints aside, we're about to fight the final boss of the 3rd DLC. And then we're going to move on to do the second DLC. Then we're going to do Dark Lurker, and then we're done with Dark Souls 2. Until I make a guide for it, for different builds. Which will be very difficult. I've never fought this boss by myself, and I can't wait. How much damage did I lose? 49? Okay, so I have 49 because of the 10 vitality. Good to know. Do I have 4 of them here? I do, okay. Get ready for one of the coolest fights in this game. Just like aesthetic-wise, not the actual fight itself. The fight itself is pretty good, but it's not the highlight. Alright, so there are these 3 portals here. So let's just say that they're gonna spawn a bunch of enemies. And each of these knights are going to sacrifice himself to get rid of the portals. One of them's about to start it right now. Alright, that's one of them. That means that the enemies will no longer respawn from it. You'll see why that becomes important soon. Okay, that's two. Once the third one closes, the boss should show up. If not already right now. Alright, it's showing up. Oh, sorry, the burnt ivory king. I'll tell you a little bit about its lore, kind of, in a moment. Believe me, this isn't the best part of the fight. The fight itself, at least. You'll see what I mean. I'll let you know when he does. Is he gonna do it? He's doing it! Oh! Yes, that long of a beam has that much range. It's not just for show. Although, to be fair, he's actually quite easy now. Whatever. Oh, he killed it himself. Okay. That was a lot easier than expected. Goodbye, sir. You did an honorable duty. The faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. So he's subdued to chaos and the dark, and through that he it's hard. I don't really know much of the lore about him, to be honest. All I know is that fight's fucking cool. Yeah. That's all I know. Soma, the Ivory King of Ilium Lois. The proud Ivory King was ever merciful, and devoted himself to the protection of the great land, till he was devoured by the flames of chaos. The wondrous soul of this great king can be used to acquire numerous souls, or create something of great worth. You can create his great sword. One-handing it will just be normal, and then two-handing it will have the beam effect that he has, but not to that length. Surprisingly. Can I just buy, like... I can almost buy 3 of these, that's actually kind of funny. Let's actually buy some magic ones. Okay. Now we do the DLC that I love a lot. And I like all 3 of its bosses, instead of only 2 or 1 of them. Even if one of them is still a rehash, and getting to him is a fucking nightmare. But I don't give a damn, because I love this boss. So as you noticed when I first came here, I got these things called smelter wedges, and you're going to see what these are used for in a second. If you're fast enough, I'm pretty sure you can do that, because I've done it before. You pick up fragments of a boss soul. It's only a fragment, you can't actually use it. The reason why I kind of like this is because you're constantly ascending and descending a tower. If you're fast enough and quick enough, you can actually jump over to that platform. I'm not, just because there are items over here I can grab. Okay, did I just backstab him from the side? Also, remember what I said earlier about the reused enemies? They're still here. That did not change. Did he just try to stab with an axe? Yes, that's right. Just drop a battle axe. Let's try to turn off cinematic effects. Oh, so put this button there. So here's the thing about those little idols that I smashed the smelter wedge thing into. They respawn enemies slash heal them so they can't die. That's what I meant to say. They heal them to the point of where they cannot die. You can put them to 1 health and they will usually not die. And if they do, they'll end up coming back. There should be a +7 weapon over here. Yep. Scythe +7. The Bardish +7, pretty much. As much as I like this DLC though, there are a couple areas where I'm genuinely annoyed with how it's designed. A lot of these DLCs seem to be structured with co-op first, single player second. Especially this DLC, and that's its major flaw to me. You probably don't notice it now, but you will definitely notice what I mean once we get a bit further. That was fast. I already got his fucking great bow. And my second least favorite area to go through is one of the areas in this DLC. So if that doesn't make consolation of how much I get annoyed at it, well, you're in for a warm surprise. This area also likes to bombard you with enemies. Okay, that was kind of funny. Oh, nice! I already got the sword, too. I just need the Possessed Armor sword, and I pretty much got mostly everything I really wanted from here. Even though I don't really need either of those two. Halberd, also secret wall. But talismans, there's some soul vessels and some other items in here. I don't remember if it's just soul vessels or something else. I know the right one should be soul vessels. Okay, that's what these are. This room could be easily done with either fire bombs or fire arrows. Flash fire bolts. That's why. Get fucked, nerd. Test this pulsate inside here. Bonfire to your right. Alright, so I'm gonna open this really quick and then head back to rest because we're gonna be coming up on a annoying area really soon. If I remember correctly, can you do this here? What was I thinking of? Oh, that's what this room is. No, we will come back in here later. So anyways, we're coming up on one of the rooms that I said, or it's not one of them, we're coming up on the room that I said was my least favorite besides the getting to Lud and Zalin in the second DLC. Surprised I took that much health. We're gonna get rid of one little annoying fuck. So here's the funny thing. The door is actually blocked by an item, but you won't guess what it is. I'm actually gonna test it out to see if this works with arrows. No. If you throw a firebomb though, it hits the other side and opens the pathway to get to this guy. Why? I don't know. It's very helpful though. Don't think you're able to hit through. I take that back. There's also going to be an archer around here, right below me. And there's also this fucking asshole, which I don't think you can hit through here. Nope. You actually need to hit him through. Yeah, as far as I know, there's just no way to cheese this. You have to do it. Why is this broken like this? It feels like there's more to it. Whatever. Maybe it's so you can throw a firebomb in there or something. That would make a lot of sense. This room's just full of firebomb dudes. So I guess be careful. Because the entire room explodes. Can he be poisoned though, is the real question. Yes, he can. Thank God you have a bow, because you can just cheese this. Or, thank God I have a bow. Alright, he was the only real reason I hated this room. We still have two annoying enemies plus an archer to deal with, but they're nowhere near as bad as they were. Wait, I think that is the archer. That actually might be the archer. Well, regardless. Okay then. Okay, that was actually relatively easy to pull off. Surprisingly, too. And then again, I said that those rooms would be easy, or hard, and apparently they were easy because either I was streaming and they decided to be merciful on me, or some other external reason I don't even know. You're dead. Bunch of upgrade materials and some healing items here. Okay, she's dead. Those guys are annoying, however I love their armor. And if I can somehow manage to farm it, I will. But it's not really much of a necessity. Okay, he's dead. Try to hit this one. 5 arrows is good enough. Okay, she's dead pretty much. Did anything drop? Nope. You just died. Yeah, those enemies are very few and far between, but the places that they are in are quite annoying to deal with sometimes. Speaking of annoying, I'm going to be dealing with something like that soon. It's not over here, by the way. It's over on that little island right there. If we're unlucky, that will be our worst nightmare. Wow, that was such a delay. Usually they come out as soon as you, like, look at the item. Thankfully, they're not nearly as hard. Especially with a weapon like this where you can just pancake them. There's a few items you can take over here. Mainly soul items, though. So, normally people would just probably go down here, which we are going to do that for 1 second. To grab this raw stone, show you where it is. However, we're not going to. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go around here and over here. This fog door leads us to an area where there's a bunch of phantoms over here for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna grab this bonfire. Now we're gonna go back because I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm also gonna put some items away. Actually, let's grab all the weapons and stuff from our inventory out. Oh, we could have used our Twinkling Titan on this. Are we still using Twinkling? No, we're not, so we can do that if we wanted to. I don't know if I want to. Probably better items to do that with. Regardless. I'm just gonna check the time. 6:37, huh? Alright, sorry. Okie dokie. So we're actually just going to take most of these items. Actually, no, let's just take the items that we do want. The other ones that we might keep, we'll put in the back. I'm not going to keep the bone fist. We're going to keep this puzzling stone sword. I think that might actually be it, though. Because everything else is just meh, including the royal dirk. I'm not really a fan of that weapon. Yeah. The reason why is because we're gonna go sell them. Okay. That's done. Where should we spend this? I say that we go to We could probably go to that guy for more poison arrows and even poison things, but we don't really need poison. I don't think. I don't know. We can just like level up weapons. Actually, yeah. Where is this the item again? Oh, I remember where. The gutter. Just right here. I have 6 and 6, so yeah. Yeah. Remember correctly, I think it's right over here. Think. No, actually, I think it's on the other side. Yeah, I see it over there. That little message over there. Wait, where's it that item? No, pretty sure it's actually that item because I remember below there actually I think is a chest. Sometimes these things get lost on me. Let's see here. There. That's a kick from me. Yeah, I see it. This is the weapon. Actually, no, this is not. Don't worry about that. Can you guys move out of the way? Thank you. Jesus. Almost broke my fucking shit. Assholes. I like how it doesn't even say at risk. Acting as if it's just fine. I got a message. Okay, so what we're going to do to upgrade this to max. I'm gonna be wondering, well, Soma, you have a +8 in the large club. Why are you doing the great club? Because great club is better than large club, bro. You know? Alright, we can spend the rest of it on superfluous upgrades. Foyer, foyer. Kind of running with them back to say I'm going to bed. They want to kind of just disappear. That's fair enough, dude. I'll see you later. It's probably like almost 12 o'clock over there, actually. I think you're like 5 hours ahead of me. Yeah, well, that's fine though. See you later, dude. Have a good one. And sleep well. Okay, so our next order of business is to kill that motherfucker. Hopefully this will be enough to kill him. Ah, god damn it, of course. Oh my god, I'm just genuinely surprised that I actually killed him. Oh my god, he usually runs down there like a pussy and then just heals up and just taunts you. Alright then. I mean, we're still gonna use the club. Try not to kill them because there is a Dahlia isle around here, which will just keep on reviving the enemies. Thank God, too. Gotta get Artorias' sword, or the majestic greatsword as it's referred to in this game. Which does more damage in your left hand compared to your right hand, which is a interesting thing because coinciding with what I said earlier about using weapons in your left hand, the downside is that they take more stamina and take more and do less damage by a little bit. Usually by like a minuscule amount, but it's an amount that is kind of noticeable. So, whether or not that's a deal breaker is up to anyone, really, so. Okay, so we have 2 more wedges left. We need at least 4 for the first boss. What am I doing? Okay. And then this should theoretically, well actually no, not this should. We can just rush through a good majority of this and get to where we want to be. However, there's one spot where we're going to take our sweet ass time doing because doing it otherwise is not plain fun. Which means we need to go this way. I'm gonna turn on my light because my light's good to have on right now because it is dark and dark room light TV is gonna strain your eyes, and I have good vision and I don't want to ruin it in any stretch of the sense of the word. Okay, actually just gonna avoid these for now, kind of just focus on what's in front of us, which is this part. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pull this. I should never really try this by myself, but it's fine. This is gonna pull this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull one of these guys away. And we're going to attempt to shoot him. with her bow. No, don't, no, stop trying to kill yourself. No, stop trying to kill yourself. No, stop that. That's what I want. Okay. In addition to that asshole being a thing, there's also the complicated matter of this side, which is actually a lot easier, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of making sure those guys don't come over here, and getting at least one guy to follow you. See, at least one of them's gonna run over there. You want the ones that'll, at least two, that'll do this. Since it can't really drag barrels. You also want to make sure that he doesn't run out of nowhere into one of those. That's a big no-no. Alright. Now they can just die however they want to. You can kill them, you can keep them alive, it's up to you at this point. What is prevalent though, is that you're gonna get a bunch of petrified dragon bones. And as well as a bunch of other shit. Right here there's two chests, or actually there's one chest, never mind. Containing the arms and the legs of the Sigmar armament. The last two pieces we needed. Open this up, further use. We're going to be pulling this up here, so in case we die, we're going to need to rush through this room again. We're actually just gonna run through most of these guys. Okay. We're kind of just gonna rush through this because we don't really need to grab anything. There's only one item we need, and that's the one item we only need. Once we grab that, we're able to fight pretty much almost any boss. It is the wrong room. This is the right room. Is this also the wrong room? I don't remember. This is not the right room. This actually might have been the right room and I'm just being an idiot. Yeah, it was the right room, duh. Alright. Anyways, like I was saying. Like, yeah, sure, we missed a few items, but do I give a fuck? No. Yeah, so these guys are just gonna be here. I'm just gonna give them a bit of taste of fire. You basically just want them to keep blowing up each other. Once that's all cleared out, we're gonna grab the scepter. And immediately homeward bone back. Because their only items we'll end up getting is nothing. We're just gonna be running back normally. Which we don't really care about. So we're just gonna use a feather. Normally I would just kind of walk through casually through these areas, but I'm kind of just speedrunning because I want to get this done as fast as possible and skip any unnecessary items. So we're going to put the scepter in here. And now we're going to be able to access this as a main foyer of sorts. We're going to be able to go all the way up and all the way down. We only need to only go up once for more stuff, and that's about it. Wait, is this the one that goes up, or is that this one? That's that one, okay. That one's just useless. Oh no, that's the one that goes down. Duh. Okay. We're gonna skip a lot of this, by the way. Eventually you can get a key and walk towards that second door on the left to get some invaders and a boss, which we're going to have to go through, but for now we're not really worried about it. Okay then. Can you not poison these guys? And what's their poison resistance? Non-existent, apparently. There. Ooh, okay. Alright, so in here there's a chest filled with scepter wedges. Yep, they're smelter wedges, not scepter. And that means now we can also return back to the bonfire. Alright, we're gonna have to go grab a key, which means we're going to avoid a lot of enemies. Then once we're done with that, we're gonna go back down further to grab another key, or to open up a passageway and then come back up. We're going to avoid literally everything here. I dodged a bit too early. With that out of the way, which we're actually going to switch to the rapier for extra carry weight. The Espada Pura. So a few areas to use that key, but the main area to use the key that you will be using it for is over here. The Iron Passage. I'm gonna go back down just again. Except this time, we're going to be going to down again. This will lead us to our first of 3 bosses. That other passageway leads us to our other boss. And that's the hardest one to do, or to get to. Avoid him. These guys are just gonna keep respawning, don't even bother fighting them. There's a sorcery ring to the right if you go right instead of forward like me. Forward is the way to go, but right is the way to get an item and then go forward. Now over here is the boss room. Now this is where I said you need at least 4 smelter wedges. There are these 4 little idols that will heal the boss if he gets close to it. We want to destroy all of them. You can do this boss without doing that, but it turns it from a really hard but fair boss to a hard and unfair boss, at least in my opinion. It's cool that they added this little puzzle element to it, by making it so you need to destroy Nadalia's things for it. The reason why I'm sitting really close to the edges instead of just running normally is because there are the Minotaurs, which are the dudes with the big hammers, the towering hammers, and they shoot fire from their side. There are those guys. I think they're called Minotaurs. I could be wrong though. They might just be called Smelter Knights. They will spawn if you move too far away from the edges. And also, fun fact, this is my favorite boss in Dark Souls 2. It is also the one we're going to be doing last of the three, because it is the easiest to access, and it is also one of the I'm going to say easy, but I really don't mean easy. It's probably the hardest of the three. Probably. Okay. Now we're going to work on getting to this other boss, and then once we're done with that, we just need to defeat the 3 bosses. Getting to them is also kind of annoying, to be honest. But nothing we can't handle. The way we do that is going to the foyer. If this is the key I'm thinking of, this should also unlock the door to one of the smelter things that we can access, but we don't really need it inherently, because we're not really going to focus on getting the soul. Because 1, it doesn't benefit us, and 2, we don't really need it. Okay. So we need to go up. There's a secret wall right here. Gives you a curse mask. There is going to be an invader over here called the Prowlers. These guys are kind of hard, kind of annoying, but they also give you some of the coolest armor in the entire game. Notice how I said Prowlers. It's because there's more than just this one. I'm going to be encountered by a lot of them now. Okay. Now that all of them are dead, we can now focus on fighting the first boss. You cannot actually fight this boss unless you have the memory, the Ashen Mist Heart. I'm also going to be seeing if I can just skip past most of the shit here. Thought you needed a mashed mist heart. What else do you need? Oh, I think you actually need the crown. I think you do, actually. Well, it's fine. We're gonna go fight him then. Don't worry about buffing before you enter the boss room, because you get plenty of time to do that. You'll see why. Boss arena doesn't even start until you walk a bit forward. So believe me, you have plenty of time. Here's his Fume Knight, my favorite boss in Dark Souls 2. Alright, that was Raim. The Fume Knight. And this is the crown of the Old Ivory King. Or Old Iron King, I mean. We're actually going to do something really quick. Something very special. What is that, you may ask? Well, we're going to take these crowns to Vendrick in his memory, where he will give us a special boon until we beat the game. On the crypt, there we go. Where if we die with a crown, any of the 4 crowns, including his own, if we die with any of those on, we will not lose our humanity. We will not become hollow. This is a good thing because it means that the more humanity I have in here, the less humanity I have to use for... Or the more humanity I have in case I keep dying to Dark Lurker, because you need to spend the humanity every single time you want to do that with Dark Lurker. Souls are also not of importance to us. We don't really care about souls. Souls are kind of just superfluous to us at the moment. heat radiates from the ancient crowns. So now, whenever we die, we will not lose our human form, unless we take off the crown. That includes death from any source. Myself, bosses, enemies, the floor, lava, water, invaders, somehow cooperators, anything. Nothing can put me into a hollow state, unless I'm cursed. In which case, there are very few instances where you won't be cursed, so it's basically a... fuck you. I think now we're able to unlock the, Alon Knight. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't be able to do that. Yep, I was right. Need his crown. We're going to be fighting Sirlon next. Unfortunately for me, which I really wanted to save Ream for last. I was gonna think about trying for no damage, but honestly at this point, I'm not really a big fan of doing that. So I think I'm just gonna skip out on that. Okay, so they do stop following me. That's good to know. And no damage. This is what he does when he takes no damage. You're welcome. That was actually way more tense than I thought it would be. It's a cool thing though. If he just dies, well, you take at least one hit no matter what type of damage, even if it's chip damage. He just dies. But if you defeat him with no damage, he considers that dishonorable, and he kills himself instead. Why? He's a samurai. That's what they do. It's a cool little touch. One that I find really cool. Okay. Okay. Oh! Wow! I forgot this game isn't a traditional Souls game. I mean, to be fair though, it's not that big of a deal. But still. I need to make sure that my jump button is actually on L3. Wait, what? Does it only work once per playthrough? Am I confused? No, I wasn't confused. Probably gonna switch this to a mace in case it doesn't end up working for us. But generally we should be at the boss room by now. Right? I think so. No, you need to do 2 of these, don't you? That's right, you need to do 2 of them. How much worse is this one? Can you even attack anything from here? Can you? I think this one's worse. Honest to God, not too sure about it, but I do know there should be a factor in here. I honestly don't even remember. I know that getting to the boss is way worse than fighting the boss, but still. So you can't do that. Oh! Haha! Boss ahead. Are you ready? Bitch, I was born ready. Okay. That was the boss. You get the blue sword from him, which has intelligence damage, and has a unique power stance with the original one. Ferris mask. And that was the second DLC. And now we have Dark Lurker, and then we're done. Hooray! But the question is, 5 charcoal pine resin? That needs to change. So this is going to be an interesting one, because this boss is actually weak to fire. Oh, this isn't how you buy charcoal pine resin, is it? Color me surprised. Where do you buy that shit? I forget. Do you even buy it? Do you buy it? No, what the fuck? Who the hell sells it? Oh, that's who sells it. Completely different person I was thinking of. I'm thinking of fire arrows, not fire resin. Fire resin is not sold by him. It's sold by Magefold Lannifer. Magefold of Lannifer. And Iron Keep. Yeah, if you're gonna say can't use bonfire, please actually like get the enemies closer to me. Alright. So anyways, the reason why I wanted charcoal pine resin is because this boss is actually weak to fire. So it's ideally something we want. Okay. Luckily, we don't even need the rapier, that. We'll just need that, this, fire arrows, and then we're good. I went to the wrong bonfire. You know what? There's like no point. Just run to the boss. Not too big of a deal. Okay. I hope I have some of those flame items, because you do need them in order to progress. Do I have one? Okay, I have 8. I'll be fine. Okay. The annoyance is dead. Nice sake, I forgot they drop bomb biosthetics. Kill this guy. Okay. You guys ready for the final boss? So I'm ready. Oh, wait, do you not need to... No, I don't trust that. I'm pretty sure you need to do the flame. Or else it brings you back to the beginning. I'm completely sure. So I don't want to go in there and go, oh, but you actually don't need the flame for this one. And then go, oh, fuck, well, I forgot. Yeah, okay, that's where I was thinking. Yep, there's the flame. Lighting? Alright. Now we can do what we were supposed to do earlier. Which is going to fight Dark Lurker, of course. Okay. You're pretty much going to be sent into the immediate boss room with him, so it's good to have. This. So this is Dark Lurker, and apparently this took away my shit. He's a pretty hard boss. He's probably this game's hardest, but also most fair boss. This is where it becomes interesting. You now have to fight 2 of the same exact boss. You might be thinking, well, that's just unfair. How could you hope to accomplish a fight like this? Well, you don't. And second, holy shit, that did so much fucking damage. I actually forgot how devastating their magic is. Then again, that was entirely my fault for going for the one casting a spell instead of the one that was just sitting there like a dum-dum. But it's okay. Because we all make mistakes. Better just be standing there. I think you don't need to do this again. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I think you do need to kill everything again. I kind of hope I'm wrong, but at the same time I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't think you can just skip it. Let's go kill Havel first, at least. Okay. You're dead. Because I know that the fire is gone. Okay, no, we do need to kill everything every time. The good thing is that their souls are always on the top of this. Actually, I don't even need to worry about that. I believe we can do this in the second try. Gotta wait for that to be shot. Like how I can hit him from here. No, but if you ask me, he's one of the more fair bosses. Our question is where the second one. That's what the other one is. Jesus Christ. Alright, and he's dead. Did he just hit me again after I killed him? I gotta see this. Wow, he did! That's a bitch move. I'm kinda glad I actually healed before I tried to attack. Otherwise he would have just killed me. Don't you just jump off right here? Or do you just return back? I actually don't remember. Actually, wait, there might be just something over here to do that. I did it! I did it too. I beat Dark Souls 2, guys! Hurrah! We beat the game! I can actually eat because I've had food with me ever since I started this fucking second DLC. Yay, we got the Xanthus shit too. It's awesome! Let's do this, bro. Alright. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed Dark Souls 2. I love Dark Souls 2. As you can tell, I like it a lot. It is my favorite of the trilogy. My personal favorite. Even though there is a lot of shortcomings, it is still my favorite. And I hope that you guys all had fun watching. And I hope I could inspire you to play Dark Souls 2. Or any of the Souls games. Because I played through all of them except for Sekiro and Demon Souls. But I can't play Demon Souls. I want to, but I can't play it. So anyways, yeah. As for what's next in the Souls games, because as you know, I'm a Souls game fanatic and I cannot stop playing. I'm going to consider two things. One of them is very, very heavily implied that I will be doing, but it's not guaranteed. One of them, which is that one I mentioned is almost guaranteed, is guides for all different types of builds. Basically just the general builds, like intelligence or faith or strength or dex for all the games. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. The works. And the second thing is challenge runs. I'm not too sure if I want to do them. They sound interesting, but I'm not too sure if I want to do them. However, with that out of the way, I hope you guys all have a fantastic morning, evening, or night. And I'll see you guys all later. Tomorrow in the Hollow Knight stream. Ciao.